What's up? IACL fans out there, welcome back. And my head hurts like a fucking bitch, but whatever. I feel like it would be about time to get some recording done, mainly because, for one, I haven't recorded since week one, and at the time of this recording, it's already week four. If you don't know anything about the IACL, you won't know about my record. And if you are part of the IACL, then you might just want to see me my battles and what I felt about them. If that's the case, then yeah, that's what this video is for. And if that's not the case and you don't know what the IACL results are at this very moment in time, then that's what this video is for. Anyways, yeah, this is week two. I go up against my good friend Kersey. Known Kersey for like a year and a half now at this point, and he's been an on and off battler with the IACL, but he's in it this season. He was in it last season as well. And without further ado, let's just get right into the team. These videos are probably going to be pretty rapid, and they're also not going to be too long because there's really not much to explain for the most part. Nor not I'm not giving any discredit to the IACL, but this is definitely trying to just give me some practice for Gen 7 counter team for the GPC, which actually does start pretty soon. The schedules are actually out, and I already know who I play and such. And oh my god, my head fucking hurts. Jesus. Anyways, I already took some not Advil, but the other one, Zyrtec. I already took some Zyrtec, so hopefully I feel better pretty soon. Anyways, Kersey at this point has made a whole bunch of drops, but at this point he had Mega Pinsir, he had Tapu Koko, he had Serena, and he had Miss Maggie's, and then along with Latios, Delmis, Alola Muck, Wormwash, Donphan, Beware, Tornado's Eye, and Diancie, which is of course pretty interesting. Actually, he never had Delmis, but I'll explain later on. But anyways, let's just go over my team really quick. If you don't know my team, I'll go over my team once again. My team consists of the Jirachi, Toxapex, Tangrowth, Zapdos, Salazzle, Crocodile, Hitmonlee, Haxorus, Alolan Ninetales, and Rampardos. It's a pretty interesting squad. And as you can see, my first Pokemon consists of Alolan Ninetales. It's actually making its debut this week. And you can see running the dual stab with the same typing of Blizzard and Freeze Dry for just run Wash in general. HP Steel is to hit Pokemon like Diancie really hard because it's his best fortune besides Rotom Wash for Blizzard. So I would like to hit that thing with a 4 times weak hidden power Steel. But Diancie is so bulky and Ninetales not being bad, but very low in terms of special attack on the special side. Like base 81 isn't really that high, but yeah, due to that, if he's like max HP, max def, it's not really not gonna do a lot. But if he's in range, I can get up with the surprise and power, and I can kill him. I'm running enough speed to outspeed a max speed Pinsir, I believe. Yeah, that's what it was for. And then I just have max HP. I mean, not max HP, max special attack, and then I just separated my EVs and to make sure. I separated my EVs to make sure I had an odd amount of HP. Then I put 4 into defense because why not? My next Pokemon is actually Scarf Dugtrio. You may be wondering why I'm Scarf. It's because he has a Tapu Koko, and I can trap Tapu Koko, and that'd be great. If you bring Shed Shell Tapu Koko, that'd be terrible, but you shouldn't bring a Shed Shell Tapu Koko unless you fully expect the Scarf Dugtrio, and if that's the case, then touche. And yeah, it's a Scarf Dugtrio, so I'm able to run. I don't need any speed at all. Like, I only need to outspeed a max speed Tapu Koko, and I outspeed it really well. Just with this and okay, whatever. But yeah, I outspeeded just really well with an adamant no speed Scarf, and I was looking at his team, and I didn't see what I would need to put in speed for. So I was like, you know what? Let's just put max attack and then a whole bunch of HP. You never know. The HP could help me take hits such as like knockoff better from Muck. In case he's like Shuckleberry or just lives in general. I don't really know. I didn't know the calcs on the Alolan Muck. Or if I need to take a quick attack better from Mega Pinsir and kill it back with Rock Slide, that'd be pretty cool as well. That's pretty much what I felt like the bulk would help me with. But yeah, that's pretty much Dugtrio. I'm sorry, this is really unorganized. I'm just trying to. This was such a long time ago that I'm just trying to recollect my thoughts. Anyways, my next Pokemon is a Jirachi. I'm a brave choice Scarf nature. That's because I didn't really want to lower my defense in anything. So instead of giving myself like a lot of HP with minus bulk, I felt like having a lot less bulk and just running a lot of speed to make sure I can still be pretty good offensively. I felt like this was my best option. So yeah, I'm adamant max attack with 232 minus speed, but with this scarf, I still outspeed a max speed Tapu Koko, which is his fastest Pokemon, of course. I have Iron Head because it can flinch stuff, U-turn because it can pivot, and Energy Ball for Rotom Wash / Donphan. And with the 24 special attack, it hits both of them reasonably well. It 2 kills a Fizdef Donphan, and it can do a decent amount to Rotom Wash, it depends. So, anyways, that's pretty much Jirachi. My next Pokemon is my Defogger this week. Zapdos Pants Off Girl. I have Thunderbolt HP Grass because HP Grass hits Diancie plus Donphan, and then everything else gets hit by Thunderbolt mutually. So that's fantastic. And if the Tapu Koko were to give me electric terrain, that'd be even better. And yeah, I have just Bruised the Fog to attack. So I'm pretty much max HP, max defense with just 8 Spadef because Mega Pinsir is a pretty scary Pokemon, and if it ever sets up an SD, I would like to have some bulk, even though he's probably gonna have Stone Edge because you kind of need it for Zapdos. But whatever. It's but I'd be able to take it really well if he's not +2. Anyways, next is the Dragonium Z Haxorus. It's basically because if I don't want to lock myself into Outrage just yet, because let's just say he has a Diancie, then he wants me to lock myself into Outrage. I can click Dragonium Z with the Dragon Claw, or even Outrage. Probably Outrage would be better. And I can just click that, and I wouldn't be locked into Outrage, and I'd be able to still click Earthquake for Diancie if I needed to. And I'd be able to sweep afterwards. I'm max attack adamant because after +1 I outspeed and again a max speed Tapu Koko. We're in Earthquake, Dragon Claw, Dragon Dance, and Outrage, and this is supposed to be in conjunction with the Aurora Veil Ninetales, in case I can set it up with the Hail. And something really cool, I'm sure you guys all know this because the Sun and Moon metagame has been around for 2 months already, but I learned this a couple weeks ago, but just in case you still don't know, Aurora Veil works even after Hail is gone. You just need to set it up when the Hail is available, when it's up. And I found that pretty interesting. I didn't know that. But yeah, that's Haxorus. It's one of my win cons if it comes down to it. And then there's Hillary Clinton, the Haxorus, and the Salazzle. Holding the Poison Barb just so I can have a boost in my Sludge Waves. I didn't want to have Life Orb because I didn't want to get chipped down. Flint Orb because it Oko's Mega Pinsir. Sludge Wave because it hits Tapu Koko like a motherfucking truck. But I will die to an electric move pretty much, so I wouldn't stand anyways. And just hit stuff hard. I'm running knockoff for the second straight week because it serves really good utility in case I want to predict switches, such as him switching into Rotom Wash. I can knock it off potentially, even though Toxic is probably my best play. And again, I have Toxic because it'd be nice to Toxic stuff such as Diancie, such as I can Toxic Man. I don't know. I just felt like it was cool. I don't really remember this game such a long time ago. And, whoops, I probably should have reset that. And, okay, wait, no. Okay, reset this back. Obviously, you know what turn 1 is, and let me explain why I made these plays. I probably should have paused that. I haven't recorded in such a long time. See, I need to get used to this for GBC when it comes around really soon. But anyways, I was looking at his team, and yeah, he didn't bring a very good Alone Ninetales switching. His best Alone Ninetales switching is, like I said, the Rotom Wash plus Diancie. Diancie gets worn down by Hail plus Blizzard, plus potentially Rocks if I can get them up. Plus HP Steel, if he's that Spadef, will do a lot. And, that's how I felt like the game could be. Miss Magus does have a decent Spadef stat, so I could probably easily switch into the Blizzard, but I can also just set up a Aurora Veil on it, and I can start to do some cool stuff. So yeah, I'm looking at this team, and I'm like, okay, Alone Ninetales is probably the best option overall. So let's just put this normal speed, and as you can see, I get a really good matchup to automatically start the game. So I'm like, okay, let's just fire off a Blizzard, see how he responds to this. He just goes straight into the washing clothes, and I lied, I doubled. As I go into the Orlando Yellow Magic because I predicted him to go into Diancie, so I can pressure him out with Iron Head, and I can get my rocks up. Because I am Scarf Rocks, which is pretty interesting, but he doesn't know that yet. He's going to go for Volt Switch. I could have gone for Energy Ball, but I felt like Rocks would be cool. As he goes into Dumbo, so I'm really, really expecting Rocks. The Rapid Spin, so I'm just going to go to my Zapdos because it pressures him, and I can click HP Grass. and do a decent amount of damage. But he goes straight for the Earthquake, which I found pretty interesting, considering you probably don't want rocks in the field for pincer. I felt like it would be a priority to spin, but I guess he really just wanted me to die. So I'm just going to click HP Grass here. As he goes into Diancie, and I'm like, okay, I can get some nice good damage on this. And then I see I do 18%. And I'm like, holy shit, this is max HP, max def. And I'm like, Zapdos, you literal piece of shit bird. You could even do 20% to a little rock with ponytails. So I'm going to go into Orlando Yellow Magic because more often than not, this Diancie probably doesn't have Earth Power. As he goes right back into Dumbo, and which is fine. I can just U-turn because there's literally nothing he can do to me. And I can constantly chip him down and make sure he doesn't always have too much recovery. As this time around, he does go for Rapid Spin, which is the right play the first time, but it worked out either way because he got rocks off the field and his Dolphin still a decent amount of health. But now I go for HP Grass because I'm pretty sure it will do a decent amount of damage. As he just sets up his own rocks, at this point I'm gonna click Defog because I don't want rocks up in the field for my Zapdos plus Ninetales, because Ninetales with the leftovers can actually get some pretty decent recovery. As now he actually tricks me with the Rotom Wash. I found that pretty interesting because I figured he would want a more defensive set for Jirachi. But he gets the leftovers and he locks me into T-Bolt, so I'm like, okay, watch this double. I'm going to predict the Donphan here. And he doesn't do that. He goes into Diancie instead, which I guess makes sense because it would take a T-Bolt really well. And at this point, I don't want to take a Diamond Storm if he has it, so I'm going to go back into the Orlando Yellow Magic as he goes for Magnet Rise, which is really cool because if I hard swapped into Dugtrio, I couldn't do anything to him, and he'd be able to do whatever he wanted. I found that really awesome, even though it didn't really work there. That was still pretty awesome. As I click Iron Head here, and if I get one more flinch, I'm guaranteed to pretty much never have rocks up for the rest of the game. But I don't want to risk that and die because this thing is pretty cool. So I know he's going to either A, click Knockoff, or B, Earthquake, because he goes for Spin. And I was like, that was really awkward of a play. I didn't understand that one at all. And because if I stayed in and I clicked the Iron Head, I would have killed him. And at this point, he goes into the Rotom Wash and the HP Grass. And I'm like, okay, this time around, I'm going to predict him because he has A, Mega Pinsir, which can set up on a Choice Scarf Zapdos, and B, a Lottie. So I'm going to double into my Alolan Ninetales once again as he makes the switch into his Lottie. So this time around, I get the double correct. As now I can just fire off a free Blizzard. There's really not much he can do here. As he just goes into Diancie. So I'm going to be able to put this thing to around 44%. And the leftovers with the hail will constantly cancel each other out. But yeah, get this. HP Steel still doesn't kill, which is really, really sad considering it's a 4 times weak move. As I go to Jirachi as he doubles into the Mismagius, and I guess the way I've been playing Jirachi, he doesn't know I'm Scarf yet because I've outspent everything I was on naturally. And now he finds out I'm Scarf. So at this point, I don't see why I just don't click Iron Head still because Rotom Wash is low. And he goes in the Lottie for some reason. That's going to get to it KO'd. And I know this thing isn't Scarf most likely. So I'm just going to click it again. And he goes in a Donphan this time around. And Donphan's now guaranteed to die. So at this point, I didn't really understand what he was doing because he had a Rotom Wash. And Rotom Wash was not doing too much. And I didn't see what it was actually walling for the most part. Donphan could have been cool for, I don't know, something. But Lottie was the one I didn't see why he would let Lottie take so much damage. Now he goes into Rotom Wash. So I'm like, okay, it's fine. I'm going to expect a status move. But he goes for Volt Switch. And due to my somewhat of my HP investment plus its natural Spadef bulk, I'm going to be able to take that really well. He just goes right back into Diancie. He doesn't know I have HP Steel. Dad already knows that HP Steel just doesn't kill. I'm going to go into my Diancie. As he clicks Diamond Storm, like if I stayed in there, Ninetales would have died. And look at his team. Ninetales is just a really good win con. So there's no need to sack it. And at this point, I'm going to make a really hard read because I figured he wouldn't stay in on my Iron Head knowing he has a Rotom Wash. So I'm going to U-turn. I'm going to hop back into my Ninetales. And my best play was actually clicking Blizzard, but I decided to show him that I had Freeze Drive for this Pokemon if it was healthy enough. And I was like, you know what, I'll just show you what the move I have. So as you can see, I was at 70%. Now Alolan Ninetales is already up to 90, almost 90%, which is pretty crazy. And at this point, I noticed my Jirachi is pretty expendable. And yeah, Jirachi's going to fall. And I'm looking at my team, and I'm looking at his. I'm like, okay, I'm looking really decent. I just got to make sure the Lottie doesn't do too much work. And yeah, I know he's leftover, so yeah, King's Coworkers is pretty much guaranteed to kill. But he makes a really interesting play here. He goes to Mismagius. If I had any move, and if I wasn't locked in, it would be a dead Mismagius. But not only does he stay in and hard switch, but he goes for Nasty Plot. So I guess you are bringing a choice Dugtrio, which is pretty interesting. And yeah, I just go for Blizzard. I outspeed it, and Yeah, it's gonna kill. And now I'm up 5-2, and there's pretty much no way I can lose this game because this is gonna mega. And I'm just kidding, it doesn't mega. And trust me, I knew that because I had watched the replay beforehand, so I can make sure I somewhat knew what I was talking about. But yeah, he forgot to click the mega button, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting because now instead of being at 100%, I'm gonna be at 14%. So I'm like, yeah, that's fun. And then Lai's gonna come in and pick up a kill, but let's ignore that because technically Ninetales would have lived any hit because he didn't have HP steal, and I would have just picked up the kill. Right now, Dogtrail's gonna pick up the kill with the Scarf Night Slash, but that doesn't count because Ninetales got the kill. Pretty weird set of events, but yeah. All in all, it was a 5-0 win. It looks like 4-0, but trust me, it's 5-0 against Kersey. Kersey, it was a good game. I don't really know what to say. I mean, there was some weird plays, some weird sets. Like I didn't understand why Miss Maggie's was there. If anything, Double Coco. It's just better overall because it outspeeds a lot of my team. And I guess he was kind of scared of the Dog Trio, but still, he could have brought a Shed Shell for that, if anything. But yeah, good game to Kersey. We're now 1-1. Should be 2-0, but yeah, that missed a whole bunch of moves and such, and that was quite annoying. But yeah, it's a 5-0 win will easily boost your record despite your week 1 loss record. Even if it was 6-0, you're now back to -4. Of course, I didn't lose 6-0. Mine was a 2 or 3-0. I don't really remember. But yeah, good game. And that's going to be pretty much me for now. Week 3 should be up pretty soon after this one gets posted. So yeah, I'm going to be out of here. So yeah, au revoir and peace.